Good morning and welcome to Vlogmas day 4. Had to double check then. So it's just a grey day. I'm hoping before work to have a bit of time to work on my little bow for Luna. I watched another video tutorial this morning and it looks easy enough. I just need to get on with it. So I'm going to make a coffee and then make a start so I can clear my desk before I start work. But yeah, I'm just going to do that now. Ewan got in really late last night. I didn't see him. Got all of his washing down here, so I'm hoping Eddie can take care of that whilst I'm at work today. I'm going to get on with doing coffee and I'll catch you in a bit. Going in early with the advent calendar today. She seems to want it early. Luna, is it your advent calendar time? Oh, yeah. She's paying hard to get. Where's day 4? You into what? Look, Luna, quick, what is it?
This. That's why I shouldn't do it down there.
You come and sit down and get a proper view of Eddie's bare naked legs.
Which one's this one again? Rosemary strips. They've only given you one of these, Luna, and a little bit. I think we've been duped.
Maybe we've got to do it on weight. Luna.
Got this?
Luna, what is it? She's like, no, it's too early. Oh, she's being very... Oh. Yeah, she can't resist it. I knew it.
There's a little bit there, that was the additional bit.
I need to get a proper bin rather than just having a makeshift bag in here. Don't throw that away because I don't know what that's come off. It's come off something. It might come out my sewing bag. Oh, I need to do my advent as well. Take your time, Luna. I've got all day.
She only got one stick, she's making the most of it.
I know. All done. That's it for today.
Like we should have had 2 in there.
Why? You don't get 2 chocolates when you have one, do you?
We don't show 2 chocolates.
Right. Okay, done. Oh. I've also appeared to have a casualty in the room in the form of a dead duck. I feel like I've got to put on those outlines around it and start a murder investigation. Right. All done? You going to say thank you? You going to say thank you?
There's no more.
Maybe she's looking at you.
Wishful thinking.
You say thank you, Luna? Thank you?
Thank you.
She should only get half one because it's only got half a portion today. Right, that's that done. Right, I'm going to do my advent as well, although I have got my blanket on top of my advent because I had my blanket over me because it was so cold in here yesterday when I was working. I literally just threw it. I'm going to put it back in my chair for now and I'll sort that out later. But I just threw it on top of the advent when I got hot when I was in the meeting. But yeah, it was really cold. What day is it? 4? Right, I need to find number 4. Let me just plonk you down somewhere where you're not going to fall. Precariously balancing. I might have to put my glasses on to be able to see. Right. Buried today. Can't find it. Number 4 with a little drawing of a wreath. Put these back in that I've taken out. Oh. Right. trying to escape on its own. Oh! It's all going wrong. Right, chocolate coin. And it is a little gnome. Well, not so little gnome. If you look at it, it's actually like the size of my head and my neck. Thank you, Kath. I appreciate that. It's very, very nice. I'm assuming it's for outside. I don't really know. I think it'll be for outside, but thank you. I love that. I love the little gnomes and gonks. So thank you. It's 9:20, but I know I've got a meeting at 10, so I'm going to have. It's one of the lighter bagels. I've got some clover lighter on, and on this one I've got some of the cheese that Chloe brought over, which is the chili ginger spreadable one, which is like the pineapple cheese. So I've only got it on half. I actually put it on both sides of mine because Eddie wanted to try it, but I've ended up bringing the wrong one upstairs, so I'm having this one now. Right, I've took a bit of time on my lunch break. I'm going to just quickly try and do this. I've kind of cut it out, although I have noticed that my interfacing isn't fully adhered, so I'm going to quickly just deal with that. Although actually it will do it when I do the next bit. So all I've done, I've folded to the middle. It's not terribly accurate because you're not going to notice. It's literally going to be a little doggy bow tie. And then I'm folding both sides in to the middle. And once my heat press, oh, it's ready, I'm going to quickly iron it so that it keeps it in place and do the next bit. So I was watching a tutorial yesterday, and I watched another one this morning, and they all suggested that you could do this and then not really have to worry too much about stitching because it kind of keeps itself together. So I thought I'd do that now. Are you coming in? Wait a sec. Sorry about that. Family house, and I've got people coming in and out, so to keep stopping. Are you talking to me? Okay. Yeah, hello. Yeah. Okay. So you go again tomorrow for 2 days. You're back for Sunday. Okay. Right. Okay, that's good then. Right. I have folded into the middle, like I said. And then I did the same again. So I just folded it in half, and then I folded to the middle, and I've just ironed those creases so they're nice and flat. And all I'm going to do now is, because this is a little bit thready, if you look, I'm going to get my sewing machine out, and I'm going to do a zigzag stitch across the middle. Bye! I'm going to do a zigzag stitch across the middle, and then just trim any little ends off. And then everything that I've read seems to suggest that you literally like kind of gather it up. So I'll do that in a minute. I'll figure out how I'm going to turn it into a bow in a minute. I need to do my little cross bit. So the little cross bit on the one that I'm sort of using as a guide is tiny. Absolutely tiny. So I'm just going to use a little offcut, I think. I perhaps should have just cut a bit off this one and made it a little bit shorter, because it wouldn't make any difference, because this is quite a bit bigger than her last bow. I could have just trimmed a bit off, but I'm not going to do that now. I'm just going to trim an end off the other big piece of fabric. So I've still got loads of it left, and come up with a. I'm going to make it a little bit wider because the bow's a bit wider. I'm going to perhaps make it like 1 centimetre or something wide. So I'm going to do that now. So I've got my ruler and my pencil. One sec. Right, Ewan's finally gone out, so I might not get interruptions now for a bit. So I've just measured a piece out, just eyeballed. I'm going to see what I think. I'm going to fold it in and see what I think, whether I think it's too thick. So it really is just playing around with sizes. So that's the piece that I'm working with. And obviously I'm going to do the same with this as what I did with this one. I'm going to fold it to the middle. I might even fold it again so that I don't have any raw edges. Like I said, I'm not bothered if it's not perfect because it's the first one that I've done. What I should be doing, I should actually be keeping a note of my measurements of these pieces so that if I want to make another one out of the other fabric, I've got the measurements there ready. But I can still do that because I haven't sewn it yet, so I can still quickly write them down. Let me see if this works, because it might not work the same. That'll be gathered, won't it? Oh, it will work. Okay, so I'm going to quickly do that the same way. This little iron's really handy for stuff like this, actually. That's those bits ready. So I think I'm ready to sew now. And then all the tutorial, oh, I need what I need to do. I need to get my elastic ready because I need to be able to stitch my elastic on as well. So the second tutorial that I watched today also had 2 pieces of elastic. So I'm going to do 2 pieces, and they did the same as this. So although they're stitched, they did wrap like embroidery floss around it in order to hold it in place. So I'm going to do that too. So I'm going to get my elastic and I'm going to get my sewing machine out, and I can get rid of the iron now because I don't think I need it for the next bit. So I'll unplug it before I forget. Right, I managed to find my red thread and spool, so I'm going to get my sewing machine out. I'm going to make some room because I don't appear to have much space on my table. So I'm just going to move all of this out of the way. I have written the measurements down now, so if I like it, I can make another one. I also got all of my elastic out. This elastic was back from COVID times when I was making face masks, and that was all I could get. I couldn't get the thicker stuff. But I think this will be all right for this purpose. It's not quite as, but it should be fine. As long as it can go on her collar, it's fine. Move that away and get move and tidy up a little bit. See, I'll quickly get the measurements on my little notepad next to me. Right then. And then whilst I've got my machine out, I might actually just sew this one back together if I can. Actually, I might hand sew that because it won't be easy to get that through my machine. Here's my dusty, trusty machine and pedal. You won't be able to see anything once this comes out, I'm sure. That's the wrong way around. Right, move me elastic so I don't lose it. Let's see if I can shift this over a little bit and then you can see. I can't really do a top down, and I'll show you what I'm doing because I don't have capacity. I've got too much work stuff on my desk that I can't obviously show on my video, so I'm not going to risk it. And it's not really a tutorial, it's just like a craft with me type affair. And then as soon as I've done this, I'm going to go and grab some lunch because I'm getting peckish. Right, so dusty. Can't see it, luckily. Right, foot pedal on the floor. Just need to untangle the plug end. Is my microphone on? Yes. That'll be the next disaster, won't it? Find out I'm not even switched on. Right. We have light and power. I'll show you my machine quickly. Just need to be careful I don't show the screens behind, but this is my sewing machine. This was one I got second hand from my local sewing shop. Oh God, years ago now. So it's done me well. It served me perfectly, but it does play up now and again because I think it probably needs a good service, but I think also it's just probably needs replacing. Take the black one out. It does have this little handy drawer. I've got a red one in there. No, I haven't. This has got like my different foots and things in it. Like my presser foot and my zip foot and what have you. Right. I think there'll be enough on here. I'm not going to bother loading any more onto it because I'm not going to be sewing that much. Hopefully there'll be enough. Is that right? Thread the top of the machine as well. That's what I need to do. That's it. Right. So if I position it about there, about 1.5 centimetres from that fold. Yep. And then same on this side. Scissors and trim all them ends off. Like I said, I'm not too worried about how neat this looks because this bit will be on the back of the bow. You won't actually see it, hopefully. That's the elastic on one side done, so all I've done is left a loop so that when it's folded in it should have plenty of space to go through the collar. I'll do the same on this side, so if I make it about a similar gap, so it's about 1.5 centimetres on the other side, so it needs to be around about here roughly. Like I say, it doesn't really matter because what are you doing? Are you watching what I'm doing? Do you know I'm making you a little bow? I've got an audience at the back of me. I started to think for a minute, have I put that both on the same side? Oh well. Right. I definitely need to get some little scissors for doing this bit. Right. So now I need to do my closure across the middle. I need to figure out how do I fold this, and then I need to find some embroidery floss. So on the one I've got, they've literally just scrunched it. Because I've got interfacing in mine, it's not so easy to scrunch it. But I think you basically just fold it in the middle, like that. And then that will go across. In fact, that's too big, I think, now. I can definitely cover that bit that's damaged because this bow might be too big for Luna. It's a lot bigger than that one. And actually, I think it'd be better without the interfacing. The tutorial I watched this morning, she didn't use interfacing, but she put like a square of fusible, not fusible, of, what do you call it? It's like the wadding, but not the thick stuff. It's just a bit of like padding almost. Maybe it is called fusible. Like the fleece, fusible fleece, I think it is. Right, let me just try and make this look a bit more like a bow. And then I could just use my normal thread and wrap that round, I suppose. I might have some red embroidery thread. Let me look in my very old embroidery bag. Got some red ribbon in here. I get so distracted so easily. So this was from back in the day. Oh, this is where all my red ribbon's gone. I did wonder where this had gone. When I was doing Cass Advent, I was thinking, oh, if I had some red ribbon, I could. And I was thinking I have. But I know why. It's because another Christmas past project that I had was I've got this red work that I'm doing. That was a this was, I'll show it you actually whilst I've got this open. So this was who was it by? I've got some more of that interfacing in here. I thought I had some somewhere. I think this might have been something like Sewing Street or somebody. Let me have a look. This was by Dandelion Designs, Mandy Shaw. So it is a Merry Christmas bunting pack that's red work, and I haven't finished it. And this was from ages ago. So I've got loads of red embroidery thread from that, and that's why the ribbon was here, because I think my intention was that I was going to hang it with ribbon to a string or something. I don't know if I want to use that though, because I'll need that for doing my red work if ever I get around to finishing it. Here's one of them that I did that I wasn't terribly happy with, but that's the M for Merry. But I hadn't interfaced it, so I've got to put some interfacing on the back of it. But I think the snowman's face looks a little bit like weird. And I don't know if it's supposed to look like that now I've looked at it again. I think I must be on the E. Do I have any more red? Oh, I've got loads of red. I've got loads of red. What am I talking about? Is that a different colour red? I used to be really, really into embroidery. Well, they're two different ones. That's a DMC thread. What am I using in there? Are they anchor? They're DMC. So I might keep the DMC one and use this one because I think it matches better anyway. I was really into cross stitch and embroidery at one point in my life. Hence why I've got lots of little cross stitch things in here that I've kept. And I've never finished this one either. This is another Christmassy one. So perhaps I'll get some of these projects done this year. Maybe that should be my aim, is to, rather than start anything new, get some of my projects done. This isn't Christmassy, but this was from, I think it was from one of the English National Heritage Trust places. I don't know why I've got on with, I think you can put whatever. This is a handbag, mirror and pouchette, but I think you can change the letter in the middle to whatever your initial is. But like I said, I didn't ever do it. Yeah, you have all the different alphabet on the back, so you can change the letter to whatever. And it looks like I have started it because I've marked off. But it looks like that's as far as I got. So at some point, I need to, at some point in the new year, give my arms a bit of a break from knitting and crochet anyway. So maybe this will be the ideal time. But yeah, I had plans at one point of all sorts of things. I've got some little scissors in there as well that I can use. And I had plans to... I'll put this away actually. I had plans to make some, not curtains, but I had some roller blinds in the toilet downstairs, and I bought loads of the Ada fabric that was like scalloped edge that I was going to do a real nice like Celtic design in blues and attach it to roll bind. Again, never happened. I have these great ideas and then realise that I work full time and I don't actually have time to execute them. Yeah, that definitely doesn't need to be as long as that. What do we think? I definitely think it needs to be a little bit smaller for Luna. I'm just going to budge it in like that and see what it looks like. I think I might hand sew this on the back. Or maybe I should just glue it like they have. I've got a notification about a meeting, but the meeting has actually been cancelled, so... Right, I'm going to leave this for now because I want to go and get some lunch, but... I wonder if I can pin it so you can see the effect. One moment. Right, I've just pinned it through the back because I'm going to stitch it or hot glue it. I might stitch it. But this is it. This is the finished. Look at the size difference Kath will be having kittens because it is considerably bigger than that one. But I don't know if I need to make it a little bit wider and a little bit shorter. I definitely do not think the interfacing is necessary. Yeah, it will attach to her collar. So she's got a little bow. When I stitch this or glue it, I'll make sure that that's around the back so you can't see it. But at the moment I've just got a pin in it holding it in place. But yeah, so that's that. Done for now. Need to get on with some work. So yeah, so that's my little Christmassy bow for Luna, which I do like it. I'm going to definitely try the other fabric. Obviously I won't do that on camera, but I'll show it you when it's done. Hopefully the next one will be a bit quicker because now I'm getting a bit more used to it. Like I said, I don't think I'm going to bother interfacing the fabric next time. I'll see what the difference is like and I'll report back. Just in case you have a mad idea of making your one. I did see some tiny ones like this one. I think they're more intended for cats because they are little. But I do think this is a little bit too big. I could put it myself. But yeah, maybe I'll make a bit of a smaller one. But that's my first attempt, so I'm quite happy with that. Right, I'm going to tidy up and I'll catch you in a bit. Right, my desk is all straightened now, and I found this in my drawer. A nice little sparkly bubble for the Christmas time. I'm going to sneeze, hang on. I think it's dust and fibres mixed together. Tom's gone to work, so he's got a part-time Christmas job whilst he's still job hunting. So he's gone off to that. So he's started there today, and Ewan's gone to meet his friend at the pub because it's his only day off this week. You might have heard that conversation. I think he's off again on Sunday. Right. Oh, I haven't showed you. This is what I found in the back of one of my craft boxes. So this is the advent I was cutting out the other year. It's just like a hanging one that's got like little doggies on. And I think the intention was it was going to be Luna's advent one year. So I might actually finish that. Then I found this project. So this, I've actually started. I don't know why I haven't finished it. But it's actually a pencil case. And this is the fabric that was hiding it all that I think is there to back the advent. But yeah, this, I've even put the zip in. So this is going to be a pencil case. It's like a cactus kind of fabric. But I might finish it to put my some of my knitting needles in, because I've got loads of like double pointed needles that are loose. I could do with one that's got dividers in, so that might be a future project. But now that I'm getting back into it and getting my sewing machine out, maybe it'll inspire me. Oh, throwing stuff everywhere. Right, I'm going to pack away and I'll see you in a bit. I was just chatting to you and I had it on photo, so I'm hoping that I have actually recorded some of that bow. God, I'm terrible at the minute for some reason. There's too much going on in my brain. It's very dark in here. Right, I've come down to investigate food. I'm glad I've done the bow because I feel like it's just nice to get a bit of crafting done because I'm finding very little time to do anything at the moment. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to reheat my tea, get something to eat, and then get back to work. I'm going to sit on the sofa because I shouldn't have any calls this afternoon. I just want to get on with my work. And I'm going to Junction 28 with Ewan after work today. So yeah, I know I've been there loads recently, but we tend to just have flying visits. So even tonight, we won't be there for long because of what time it closes. What can I have to eat? What can I have to eat? I'm hungry. There's some fresh bread. Chloe also bought this over, which I haven't showed you yet. She bought some gingerbread dough over. Not sure where that's from. Scandi Kitchen. Is that from IKEA? Oh, I'm falling backwards. Anyway, wherever it's from, we have that to do at some point. And do I just have a cheese and pickle sandwich or a cheese toasty or something? Seems to be like, oh, I haven't showed you something else that came today. So as part of Black Friday, I ordered these. I'm going to put you on my tripod so I can actually show you properly. Because, there you go. Right, so these arrived today. And I bought, it's called Cases and Clues Murder Mystery. So we have Killer Christmas Party. And this is a 3 difficulty. 2 to 4 hours for 1 to 12 people, 16 plus. And it says, a festive night spirals into chaos. One employee collapses, the CEO dies hours later. Hidden rivalries, corporate secrets, and a killer among them counts on no one asking the right questions. And it gives you some clues as to lay out all the evidence and start with a letter from Winston Jessup from Chester Internal Crimes Unit. And it tells you how to examine it, and you can get clues and stuff off their website. So that's the first one. I got the upgraded kit as well. I got one called Killing in Cold Blood, because we did some last Christmas, me, Tom and Eddie, and we really enjoyed them. Found them very hard, but really enjoyed them. Then there's one called Dead Famous. So that other one is a 4 difficulty, 2 to 5 hours, that one. This one is a 3 difficulty, and it says 2 to 3 hours. They're all 16 plus, and this one is a 3 difficulty, 2 to 3 hours, Diamonds and Death. So they had an offer on Black Friday that if you bought one, I think it was £25.99 or something, and then you had to pay postage. But the more you bought, the discount got bigger. And it worked out that I think I got free postage, I got them all upgraded, and I got all 4 for like £62. So it brought them down to £15 each. So I just thought, I know we'll enjoy them, so I might as well do that, because obviously the one on its own was £25.99 plus delivery. So that was going to be over £30, whereas for double the amount, I've got 4. So it just seemed to make sense in my very small brain. Right. I do need to think about tea if I'm going out with Ewan. I have got frozen fish in the freezer, so we could have fish and chips today. Or I've got sausages, so they're quick. So I'm just thinking that Eddie could do them while I'm out. Tom's at work till 6 anyway, so we're not going to have dinner early because we'll all want to eat together. I think Ewan's on about getting himself a Wagamama's or something, so he doesn't really count in our plans, really. Right, I'm going to go and see what there is. I might just have something like a cup of soup and a cheese toasty again, because I've been enjoying that. Or a cheese and pickle sandwich. I should be cutting the bread out, but I'm enjoying that at the moment. So, right, I'll catch you in a bit. So I've decided I'm just going to have a cup of soup. Asparagus cup of soup, which I think is 113 calories. I've just put the box in the bin. It's 130 calories. I just decided that I didn't need bread. I'm not that hungry, and Chloe's coming after work, after she's finished her stall today, her market, and she's bought some mince pie. So I know I'll be having a mince pie in a couple of hours. So I'm not hungry from breakfast. So I'm just going to have a cup of soup, and that'll save me some calories towards my mince pie, because I'm really trying to not eat too much that I'm going to put loads of weight on. I don't weigh myself, but I'm trying to balance it a little bit. What did I have for breakfast? Oh, I had the lighter bagel, which isn't too bad calorie wise, and I had a little bit of that cheese on it, but other than that it was Clover Light. So that's not, I think it would only have been a like maximum of 250 calories for that. I could track it, I suppose. So yeah, I'm trying to have a lighter day, particularly in light of the fact that I'm not really doing much exercise. depending on what I have for tea, if I have fish and oven chips, that can be under 700 calories. So I could be on for a good day today, hopefully. Right, I've got my cup of tea, got my cup of soup. I'm going to go back to work and I'll catch you in a bit. I forgot to also mention that in the air fryer, I've put some chicken drumsticks with some seasoning on, and there was 2 chicken breasts out of that pack that I used yesterday. So I'm cooking that. The chicken breast needed to be used today, so I'm cooking them off. The drumsticks would eat tomorrow, but I thought I might as well cook them off, and then if I do get hungry, I could just snack on a bit of chicken, which obviously is protein. There is calories in it, but it's high protein. And I thought if Tom comes home from work and I'm out and he's hungry, he can snack on a bit of chicken. So that's that. So that's in the air fryer. I just asked Google and it says 10 minutes one side, 10 minutes the other, but I'm going back upstairs to work, so I've just stuck it in for 25 minutes and hope for the best. Welcome back to Mince Pie Review. It's 20 to 5 currently, so I'm still working. But Chloe's just called in and brought her stock back, and she's brought some mince pies that she's bought today at the market. I'll share the Instagram of the company that they're from because she has sent it to me. So if I remember when I'm editing, I'll put it in there. If not, I'll try and remember to add it somewhere else, but hopefully I'll remember when I'm editing. I haven't even got my editing done today yet, and I've got quite a lot to edit. But I thought I'd do mince pie review now. Chloe's done hers because just when she arrived, it's on one of her little notebooks. When she arrived, my phone went and I was on another call, so I didn't even get a chance to come and see her until she was just about to leave. I got off the phone. So she's done her review and she's put visually, handmade and rustic, but I like that. Love the little star on top, 7 out of 10. Better write it down. I can't remember the company name, so I can't remember. But yeah, so she's on 7 out of 10 for visual. And then for taste, she's put, I love a homemade mince pie, slightly overdone, but they taste good. Nice ratio of mince meat to pastry, 7 out of 10. So she scored it a total of 14. Here he is, the man of the moment. Come and sit down. You do get a chair today. So, they're really little, these ones.
Oh.
Take one. It's like a homemade one, lovely. Yeah. So that's that. It's like quite shallow and quite small. So if I put it next to my little finger, you can see it's not even as big as my little finger. So visual, quite rustic. I quite like it though. I think a bit of sugar would have been nice just to finish it off. But
I'd give it, I don't know.
Come on then.
Maybe 7 on this one as well, I think.
7. Okay.
Small. Dinky is the word I'd probably use.
Small but perfectly formed.
Yeah, I mean,
there's
there's no flaky bits.
I've got to rush you today because I've got loads of footage.
Fair enough.
I've got tons of footage because I've made my bow.
Ooh.
Are you in camera even?
It is nice. It just needs to be a bit deeper for me.
I want to know what your taste is though. You've done visual already, so what's your taste?
Taste-wise, I'd give it 7 again.
7. You're just copying Chloe, aren't you? Right, let me try mine. I'd say it's a bog standard homemade mince pie, but the ratio, I know what Chloe said, but the ratio, she's put a nice ratio of meat to pastry, but I don't think there's enough mince meat in there for me. It needs to be a little bit deeper.
It's either just spread the mincemeat on with a knife. Taste-wise, it tastes nice, but it needs to be more of.
There's no brandy or anything in there though. No cherries. No. I think I'm going to get a 7/7 as well. 7/7s all round, so they're level pegging for me with the ice top ones. They're on more than the Rodney reindeers, but they're less than the frangipan. So that's it. Mince pie review done in about 4 minutes. There we go. See you later. So I've just been to Junction 28 with Ewan and he got myself a Wagamama's, but we got delayed on the way there because there was an accident between Junction 27 and 28. So we were held up for a while in the car, but we managed to just about get there for the delivery, but not much time to shop because obviously once he'd picked his Wagamama's up, he didn't want to be walking around loads of shops because his dinner would be cold, so we came back. So I did pop to 2 shops specifically to look for a present for somebody, but couldn't get what I wanted, so it's fine. I've come back and I'm getting dinner on now. I did mean to tell Eddie when I was leaving so he could put it on, and then I completely forgot and I was driving then. So all we're having is battered fish and oven chips, and that will be fine for dinner. I don't think I'm going to keep the video open to show it you because it is just like frozen fish and chips, which you'll have seen before. It's these jumbo battered fish, which are higher in calories at 437, but obviously I'm not really tracking at the moment. But yeah, so that's my day done. I think I'm going to edit my video because I've got quite a lot of footage to edit. But I've got a little tiny bit of craft done today as well as the work, and so yeah, a bit of a mixture in there. Hopefully it's all right, and I shall catch you tomorrow for Vlogmas day 5.